Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial, and today we're near the bow of Battleship New Jersey at the forward face of turret number 1. And today I learned that not all battleships are vegan. So we are up here at what's popularly referred to as the bloomer of the gun turret. Bloomer from women's underpants is a waterproofing cover for the gun port opening. Armored gun turrets, like New Jersey's, have to have a large opening in them so that the barrel can elevate and depress within it. Some gun ports will even have room in it for the barrel to move laterally. Of course, with rotating turrets, that isn't a requirement of ours. So Iowa-class battleships have a kind of oval-shaped opening that's at an angle. It's got the plates shaved and machined out in different ways. But all of this causes a potential water intrusion problem. A water intrusion problem into a part of the ship where you're handling things like propellant, the gunpowder, that degrades if it gets wet. So, to keep water from being able to enter the face of the turret, especially for turret number 1, that's the lowest mounted and the furthest forward mounted, and just after the breakwater, which is here specifically because so much water sprays up over the bow of the ship, the Navy puts these gaskets, essentially, that are fitted to the end of the barrel and to the gun house itself. These gaskets are made out of a flexible material so that the barrels can elevate without tearing these or putting undue stress on them. These are fitted to a collar up here that's covered in a hydrophobic compound, an oil. For whatever reason, in the 1980s, the Pacific Fleet battleships had a gold-colored oil, like you see here on Battleship New Jersey, based in Long Beach with Missouri, while the Atlantic Fleet battleships, Wisconsin and Iowa, based out of Norfolk, had a black oil. So, making your models of the ship, know which model you want to make, know which ship you want to make before you start so you know what color to paint that. Also, you can use that as an indicator to help determine which Iowa you're looking at in a picture. The collar is kind of loosely wrapped around the barrel because remember the barrel will recoil 42 inches on firing. Notice that you've got about 4 feet of oil there so that it will come in and then back out. And that oil will build up around the gap in the collar, which means that rainwater that hits the barrel and starts to slide down is not going to defeat the bloomer and get inside the gun. It's all about keeping the water on the outside here, people. The proper name for bloomers like this one is a buckler, but they can also be referred to as blast bags. And while on US Navy ships, particularly World War II era US Navy ships, they're usually black in color, you often also see them in more of a white or a tan color, kind of like a natural canvasy color. And that's because more often than not, these are made out of a rubber impregnated canvas material, which if you look up at the grain here, that appears to be what this barrel is made out of. But it seems like, from our research, that's not what all of these barrels would have been made out of. We have some interns working with us over the summer, and one of their projects is to continue going through our blueprint collection and catalog them. Now, this is a huge project. Battleship New Jersey Museum probably has the largest collection of Iowa-class blueprints in one place anywhere in the world. And we don't even know what we have. So because there's been so much interest from this, from you guys and from other researchers, we're finally devoting resources to start to catalog that. And I don't think we're going to finish this summer with the 5 interns that we have, but we're going to keep working on it. In the meantime, they're finding cool stuff for us, which includes this packet right here, BB-62 Weather Seal Turrets number 1 and 2. Most of the blueprints in our collection are not original to Battleship New Jersey. They actually came from the Philadelphia Navy Yard when they were disposing of their Iowa-class blueprints. This seems to indicate that it was not, and so we're not entirely sure of the provenance of this particular set. It's in the room where all of our other blueprints are, most of which came from Philadelphia. But in addition to blueprints, it includes several documents and some correspondence between the Navy and Victor Belting and Rubber Company. And among these documents are several from the 1940s through the 1970s which referred to the type of material used to make these bloomers as a chrome mineral leather, which makes sense why the Navy is soliciting stuff from Victor Belting and Rubber Company of Huntington Park, California. This letter is specifically from the Long Beach Naval Shipyard, which makes it less likely that this came from the Philadelphia Navy Yard and more confusing as to where it came from. But in this particular envelope, they actually included a piece of their chrome mineral leather, which could be used either for bucklers, and it appears on Battleship New Jersey that our bucklers are not. They are that rubber impregnated canvas. But it's also used as a gasket material in the gas seal under here. Keep in mind, we're desperately trying to keep the water on the outside, and with rotating structures or elevating structures like this, there are openings that will allow water to get onto the inside. So you can see that there is a lip here, there's another lip on the inside, so water will have to go up and around and work its way through, and there's a gasket in there. We honestly don't know what that gasket's made of. Haven't popped the turret up to find out yet, but there's a strong chance that it is this type of leather here, and that Battleship New Jersey is not vegan. Stay tuned for more videos like this in the future as we continue to go through our blueprints and find cool stuff like this, even non-blueprint stuff like the extra documentation and even sample product that came in this blueprint folder. Also, what do you think are some other natural type materials that are used? We think about Iowa-class battleships as steel and armor and brass and things like that, but what are some natural things like the teak wood deck or the leather gaskets that might be used on the ship? Let us know in the comment section down below. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State, also from a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves. We really appreciate your support. There's a link in the description below that allows you to donate to the ship. Your support helps us do the research that lets us find out more stuff about the ship and then put out more content for you guys. You can also support us by liking, sharing, subscribing so more people find out about the museum and the cool research we're doing. Thanks for watching.